All right. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, all across the globe, welcome to another edition of the Business Showcase on the MLT Network. And I'm so excited. Matter of fact, it seemed like I just had her on recently, which was true. I love it. Hey, Dr. Love, how are you today, ma'am?
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Oh, I'm fired up today. Thank you so much for your time today. Folks, I hope you're excited today. And Doc, I hope they're serious today about their business. We're going to talk some serious business for about 30 minutes, folks, with Dr. Love. And we want to encourage you guys to make more money, get your idea out there, get your business platforms in place. And that's what we're going to talk about today, guys. You got to stop playing around, folks. Y'all playing with your business too much, okay? And some of y'all just need a little help. And that's where the Doc comes in. There she is right there. She comes in and talks about that. But Doc, you got any opening statement? I always like to have our guests say a few words. Unfortunately, there's a lot of stuff going on right now as we speak. So any opening comments there, if you don't mind? Thank you so much.
The first comment I want to make is that God gives you gifts to be able to bless your life. So don't be afraid to monetize the gifts he's given you.
Ooh, that's good, Doc, right there. Now, Doc, people don't really stop and think about it. Here you got the God of the universe telling you, giving you some heads up. He's dropping some nuggets on you. He even give you your business model, and we don't do nothing with it. That's ridiculous, ain't it?
It is, but I was there before. You know, I was so busy.
Same here.
Yeah, so busy worried about doing ministry. I was afraid to charge for things. But, God had to turn that thing around and let me know he gave me what he gave me for a reason, and I need to use it.
Amen. Exactly. I was there too, guys. So we grew out of that. So I want you to know that. So matter of fact, Doc, years ago, I was at, prior to COVID, we was all over the place. We was in California, everywhere, just doing meetings, networking, conferences, whatever, just learning more. Had the pleasure of meeting Les Brown and also even Miles Monroe, prior to all that when he was with us, all the above. It was just amazing, just meeting everybody. But one guy said, man, how come, what are you doing giving your stuff away for free? I said, I had to think about it. I didn't have a good answer for him. I said, why? Because you can't do everything for free. You can do some pro bono stuff, but you got to have a limit. So yes, I'm with you on that. That's powerful. Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us, those listening live right now and those listening later on. Hey, real quick. Hey, Dr. Janice Love, ladies and gentlemen, she's a legacy coach. She's got some great background, folks. Get to know her later on. Content strategist. This is key right now. You got to have strategy today, folks. She's also the founder of Pearl's Perfect Institute. She'll share more about that a little bit. Helping purpose-driven professionals teach what they know and monetize, as she just mentioned earlier, on her mission. That's one of her missions, folks. She's also a blogger. She has courses, guys. She coaches. She's also a mentor, I'm sure, for other women around the network, along with her husband. And newsletter as well. She writes very well as well. But once again, guys, welcome Dr. Janice R. Love to Power Connections. This is our business segment today, and we thank God for you. Well, Doc, let's talk about business a little bit. And what are some of the areas, especially a brand new business owner, entrepreneurs? We got seasoned entrepreneurs, business owners, and then we got the newbies there. But help us out a little bit here. What should we be doing today in business? Because the atmosphere is different today.
So the main thing that you need to understand is that you should focus on what you do best and then hire somebody else to take care of the rest of it. Because so many times we're trying to do everything. And again, it is usually financially a reason why we're doing that. But what happens is we get all over the place trying to learn technology, trying to do, trying to learn marketing, trying to do all those things. And then we get frustrated. So the main thing is do what you do best. Find people that can take care of the rest of that stuff for you.
Oh, I love it, Doc. Doc, I was just writing down too, Doc, it's so important to have good planning, even when we get an idea or a business model, like any other business, folks, one thing you got to consider is a budget. Okay, what's my budget? Now, you may be working, because I was working too when I did my business. After work, I got into business mode real quick. But you got to have a budget of some sort, because like Doc said, you may have to hire minimum an admin, somebody that will do certain things for you that you give tasks to, that you may hire, or it could be a secretary and whatever they call them today. But Doc, that is so important also too, to encourage a budget of some sort. Can you talk a little bit about how it is important to have, even if you're just starting out and you may be still working full time, because we know you got to pay your bills, how important it is to really come up with a budget for your business, saving you some of your money.
I mean, very, very important. And you just cannot start a business for free. You can put stuff on Facebook, you can do things like that. But if
Right.
you're really serious about growing it, it takes money to make money.
Yes.
So
Yes.
you have to put that budget together. I remember when I was still working full time
Yeah.
and I was short on time because I was an executive. I was, working
Right. Right.
extra hours a week. What I did was I hired somebody to take care of some of those little things that
Yeah.
I didn't have time for. And then
Yeah.
that helped me to be able to focus. So you
Yeah.
got to set that money aside. And again, if you're serious about your business, you're going to
Yeah.
do it, right?
Amen.
And you're
Amen.
going to find ways, even if you have to find alternate ways to make money, sell
Right.
some clothes, Uber
Yeah.
drive, whatever you have to do. If you're
Yeah.
really serious about going to that next level, you got to have the money and you got to create a budget to make it stretch as far as it can.
Yeah. Amen. I love it, Doc. Doc, I was just going back to when I first started too. It's so important, folks, that you got to have some delayed gratification, Doc, don't we? Some delayed. Don't think you can do both your job and your business simultaneously. You may have to just do it in segments for a while until you're able to replace that income. Doc, how important is that to just have some type of mindset for delayed gratification?
It, it's extremely challenging, especially when you get to a point where you're really just getting frustrated with
Yeah.
perhaps your 9 to 5 and you're
Right.
ready to jump out there.
Yeah.
Make sure that you have everything ready to go. Make sure you've already made some money in
Yeah.
your business. But at the same time, if God tells you to go, do it. Don't
Amen.
sit around and trying to explain to him that, well, Lord, if he has asked you to do that,
Right.
then you need to be obedient to do that. And again, he's going to prepare the way. I
Yeah.
retired 3 years earlier than what I had planned to, only
Wow.
because
Wow.
God said it was time. I had been
Wow.
saving, I had been preparing myself,
Yeah.
and the main thing was I wasn't going to disrupt our household income, right? Because
Right.
my
Right.
husband would
Right.
have been like, "Okay, Janice."
Right.
And
Exactly.
so
Use
again,
wisdom, folks. Use wisdom.
yeah, and again, and pray about when it's time to do that because
Yeah.
God will clearly let you know in one way or another. Sometimes we stay too long,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Sometimes we stay too long because
Right.
we're afraid. But again, you have to trust God in that process. And that's clearly what happened in my own life.
Oh, I love it. No, I love that. Hey, folks, if you're just joining us, we're talking to Dr. Love about business, really kind of going some deep dives today with her because you've got to have a plan, folks. And I know she's a great strategist as well. Matter of fact, I was writing down, folks, she talked about you got to have an exit plan, right? You just can't, now, unless God just tell you to get up and leave, there's a reason for everything, right? You need to just do exactly what he say. He may just say, get up and leave now. You need to do that, right? That's on you. You just got to listen to the voice and keep going. But Doc, as CEOs, presidents, and founders of a business, your own business, I'm talking about, folks, you got to learn to delegate. Doc, can you talk a little bit about delegation? As leaders, we got to learn to delegate some stuff we don't need to be doing.
It's probably the thing I beat myself up about the most because when it's your baby and you
Yeah.
know how
Yeah.
to do it, oftentimes you're afraid to trust people with
Right.
things. So
Yeah.
there are things in my business that only I can do. There
Yeah.
are some things that only I can do, and those
Right.
should be the things that are helping me to make income. Okay.
Yeah.
But there's
Yeah.
other little bitty things that I don't have to do. Like if I need somebody to do research for me,
Right.
I can incorporate maybe some of the tools I have.
Mhm.
Also, automating is
Yeah.
huge. It's
Yeah.
huge. There are ways that you can learn to automate, maybe
Mhm.
so if you're not ready to hire somebody else yet. But there are places where you can go to get things done very inexpensively.
Yeah.
And there are people out there that are just waiting to take some of that technology headache off of you, just like I do in my business with Pros Perfected Institute. I know people have struggles with technology.
Yeah.
Creators just want to create. So that's why I come in and take that headache off of them. And it makes you able to do your job so much better.
Oh, I love it, Doc. It's powerful. Hey, Doc, we're going to do a commercial break right now. Somebody says, okay, Doc, I got it. I need to call you as soon as possible. What's the best way to contact you?
You can reach me at prosperfectedinstitute.com or email me at info@janicrlove.com.
Oh, I love it. Matter of fact, guys, I'm gonna get out the way. Some of y'all get your camera ready. Get your camera ready so you can take a picture of this plug behind me there, or I should say slide behind me. But get ready. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back in a second. But there it is, right there, folks. There it is, right there. That is the information that you need right there. Take a picture of that. PearlsPerfectingInstitute.com. That is the website, guys. Okay. And now I'm gonna pop back in. Technology that allows you to do that. I love it. Appreciate you so much. Hey, Doc, one thing I was thinking about here too as well, if you don't mind sharing. Why should somebody call you? What do they need to? Why should they call you, Doc?
For several reasons. First of all, because I'm a best-selling author of 3 books, I know how to write books, right? And something recently that just happened is I helped my husband to write a book.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
are always asking me, I need some help writing a book,
Yeah.
right? But again, there is a systematic way to do that I have
Yeah.
developed. So first of all, if you're wanting to write a book, especially a memoir about
Yeah.
your life, right now I'm featuring a course called Black Men Write Too. And
Yeah.
you can find that course at www.blackmenwrite2, where I'm helping Black men to write their memoirs so that your family doesn't have to guess about you. You have done some amazing things in your life and you're ready to get it on paper, but it sounds overwhelming. So that's one of the first things that I'm doing. That's a big concentration of mine right now, because again, I know how to do that and I can help you
Right.
do it. The other thing I do, when I created Pearls Perfected Institute, it had several goals. When I did coaching programs, for a long time, I did them live and
Mm-hmm.
consumed a lot of my time. And if my clients didn't fit quite into my time frame, especially when I was doing group coaching programs, I found myself having to do one-on-ones a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I put my coaching program, I've created it electronically.
Yep.
And so my clients were able to go clear into my system and be able to get everything they need. And they
Yeah.
could do a lot of the work on outside of our one-on-one time. So it was perfect. So when I did that, first time I bought a real expensive system to do that, right?
Right. Right.
And then I realized I was spending much more money on that than I needed to. Plus,
Right.
it was
Yeah.
extremely complicated.
Yeah.
So, as I have developed Pearls Perfected Institute, I provide coaches, counselors. If you have information that you are teaching or that you are coaching on, that you
Yeah.
want to make it evergreen so it's there 24/7, meaning what can happen is you can get paid while you sleep, right? You can
Right.
store it in Pearls Perfected Institute. And guess what? I take care of all the technology, because
Yeah.
after 23 years of being a learning and development professional and managing complex learning management systems, I got you on that. So if you have again, a course or a coaching program, or let's say you've
Yeah.
always wanted to have a course.
Yeah.
I have several courses. That's probably one of the reasons why I did it too, because I wanted to sell my own courses. But
Right.
you
Right.
don't want to go through all the trouble of,
Mm-hmm.
again, trying to find a course building system where you can do that and actually get paid to do it.
Oh, I
So
love.
again, I created Pearls Perfected Institute as a
Yeah.
place where you can become an instructor.
Yeah.
Maybe your church won't allow you to teach a course and get paid for it.
Right.
Maybe you don't qualify to teach at a Christian school or something like that. Then
Right.
get your course in there and let's let you market it to other people. Again, now you're making money while you sleep. And again, not having to worry about all the technology. So that's another way I help individuals.
Mhm.
Then there are people who have gotten large and in charge, and
Yeah.
now they are ready to create their own learning management system, or what I call their own school. So let's say you are a pastor, you've written books, you are teaching all the time, you're traveling around the country,
Mm-hmm.
you are busy, or what as you call productive, doing
Yeah.
stuff. And now you're tired of doing all that traveling and you want to create your own school where
Right.
people can come to your school and get the materials that you created, whether it's your books, whether
Right.
it is your courses, or even just inspiration like
Right.
blogs,
Right.
those
Right.
types of things. Then
Mm-hmm.
Pearls Perfected Institute is the place to do that, again, because not only can you do it within my system, I can also get you set up to have your own learning management system that is smooth and works just like a website.
Yeah, there you go, Doc. That's what I'm talking about. Did y'all hear that, folks? Your own learning management system through Dr. Love. You guys got to get that, guys, okay? Because you guys have some brilliant ideas. You got brilliant teaching. Matter of fact, I want to encourage all our retired teachers, Doc, that are listening right now, retired that are active. They got such a wealth of information, whether they taught English, math, science, history, whatever. You can put your LMS together, folks, your learning management system together, and share that with other people, especially the students that you taught. They got children, right? Guess what? You can monetize that with
exactly.
the doc.
And let me add this:
Yeah.
do have individuals who have started their own business and they hire people.
Yeah.
Right? So in the corporate world, when you hire somebody, there's certain policies and procedures you want to cover. There's certain information that you want to give them from a training perspective. Automate that, and then you can actually shorten your onboarding time and use less of your time teaching them about what you do and the things that they need to do their job. So again, I have some people who are interested in setting up an employee section so that they can train their new employees and the people they hire. So it's a no-brainer because again, you don't have to worry about the technology again, which saves you so many headaches.
Right, Doc. That's powerful. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Dr. Love, ladies and gentlemen. This is our business showcase today with Kevin Vaughan on Power Connections Network. We're just excited about this topic, guy. I've been really excited about this because that LMS is powerful, folks. But guess what, guys? You can have your own, okay? You don't have to spend those thousands of dollars of other people's software. Yeah, that's the thing about it, Doc. If those platforms go away, you're gone. Those other systems, you are gone, really, because you don't have no ties to it, folks. So it's so important. Matter of fact, Doc, if you don't mind, I'll just think about our homeschoolers, Doc. Our homeschoolers. Can you talk to them a little bit? I'm going to push this out on the homeschooling platforms I got. Can you talk to them how important it is to really have some thought with you about this? It's amazing.
So again, oftentimes with people's busy schedules, again, whether it is parents or even children, again, automating everything, pre-recording your lessons. You do a lesson plan anyway, right? So why not pre-record those? Plus, what we have learned in the industry is that videos are a lot more effective than making people read a bunch of stuff. So with my system, you're able to record videos. You're even able to edit those videos within the system rather than going out and hiring a videographer, editor, video editor, or whatever. You can actually do that. And again, the headache of the technology becomes my part of the job. So again, if you are a teacher and you are delivering courses, this is a perfect place to do that because it's available 24/7, not just between 8 and 5. Because these non-traditional learners, especially this young adult, these millennials and stuff, they learn better in the middle of the night.
Right.
And you're not going to be up trying to teach them in the middle of the night. So automate and get your stuff evergreen so it's always there.
Yeah,
you create something and it can keep making money for years.
Yeah, I love it. So all my HR people out there, you guys need this to help save some money for your company, right? Also to all my creators, writers, if you will, you guys can turn your book into especially if you got a workbook or a teaching book, folks of any type, you can turn that into LMS, which stands for Learning Management System, that you can monetize because you need to have multiple streams of income, not only your book, your speaking engagements, but also your LMS running as well, guys. So I want to encourage you guys to call Doc about that as well. And guys, let me get out the way here. There's the website right there, right there to get your appointment set up, and say, Doc, tell me about the LMS. I got some powerful workshops. I got some powerful books for teaching and training to help our young people or our next generation or whatever. You need to talk to her about that. Okay, guys, I want you guys to do that as soon as possible. Doc, matter of fact, Doc, we're going to talk offline because I just got an idea I got to run by you later on.
Okay.
But this is so powerful. This is so powerful. So guys, I wanted to talk to Doc today about the LMS, her service there, because it's so powerful. Guys, you guys have content right now that needs to be monetized, that needs to be put into LMS. And Doc had just shared that with you guys on how to do that. So I want you guys, I want at least 50 people to call her. In fact, Doc, you do international. Folks can call you from anywhere on the planet.
Yes. I
Yeah.
do have some, I have an individual from Australia that I'm working with, as well as Africa.
Yeah, that is so powerful. I love it. I love it. Well, Doc, this is incredible. Folks, I hope y'all taking notes, specifically all my new entrepreneurs, matter of fact, all my seasoned entrepreneurs, my retired people, everybody. I don't care if you're a scientist, right? We got some scientists, we got doctors, lawyers, all kind of people that are maybe retired that may want to monetize their intellect, right? Or their information. So that's so important. Doc, if you got any final thoughts or anything that we missed that you want to share with us about your services?
No, definitely visit my website at pearlsperfectorinstitute.com and let me know how I can help you. Because again, quit beating your head against the wall, because you don't want to be confused with technology. And I know, being a baby boomer myself, how challenging technology can be. So don't let technology scare you out of monetizing your gift.
Absolutely. Folks, it's so important that you always, I had to learn this too, guy. You got to be in learning mode, right? But guess what? You're right. I've got clients that don't want to do all that tech. I said, no problem. Here's what it costs. And if it's in their budget, they'll go ahead and let me do all that for them. We're talking about setting up all the technology, talking about the lighting, talking about the backgrounds. We can do all that for you, folks, but we can also teach you how to do that. And you guys may already know how to do it. Guess what? You can put it into an LMS system there, guys, and keep it moving, right? And have some fun with that. That's powerful. Well, Doc, any final thoughts? I love it. This is powerful.
No, once again, don't let fear keep you from doing the very thing God created you to do, because he gave you those things, those gifts and those talents for a reason, for such a time as this. So don't sit on it any longer. Go ahead and do exactly what he's created you to do.
Oh, I love it, Doc.
Let me help you do that.
Oh, that's wonderful. Hey, guys, get to work. That's all I'm going to say, okay? Get to work. Come on, people, get to work. And why should you get to work? Let me pull out my little card here, Doc. Let me tell you why you should get to work, especially for those who heard from God, right?
That's right.
You matter.
That's right.
You matter, folks. You matter. Some of you are frustrated because you're not doing what you're called to do. Believe me, you'll be happier when you call the doc and find out what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh, and let me mention to you, because I'm a licensed Christian counselor, if mindset is your problem, I got you on that too. So let me know.
I love it. Hey, Doc, talk to the men real quick, because I know you're working with your husband on the book, but talk to the brothers about getting their stuff out there too.
Yes. So I am so excited about this course that is going to, this whole cohort is going to launch in July. And I am helping Black men especially to write their memoirs, because again, you have so much to tell this next generation. Get it out there. You're not writing an autobiography about every little thing that happened in your life. We're writing a memoir, because what's most important is what transformed you and how that can be a blessing to somebody else. So let's get that memoir done. Visit me at blackmanwrite2.com. And you're able to check that out. It's also, you can find it on Pearls Perfected as well. But if you go directly to blackmanwrite2.com, then you can go ahead and register. And I can't wait to have you part of this. The system worked for my husband. Guess what? It can work for you too, because he thought about this for 8 years and kept starting and stopping. And with my system, he was able to get it done in less than 2 months.
Oh, I love it. Man, I love it. Yeah, your husband is brilliant. Who would want to support their brilliant wife,
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I love it. That's powerful. Guys, this is great. Hey, Kevin Vaughan here with you on Business Showcase. Hey, you can showcase your business too on the network, guys. Give me a call. You got 15 minutes or 30 minutes at no cost, all right? We ain't charging, but anything after that, we're going to start charging you, okay?
There you go.
Yeah, for sure. But ladies and gentlemen, seriously though, we want to make sure you are about your Father's business, right? For the believer, and for those who are not in the family yet, you still have a dream, right? You still have a goal, and we can help you get to the next level as well. I love it. This is powerful. Well, Doc, as always, we always thank you so much for your time today. And we look forward to supporting you. As you know, you're always welcome to come back. As you have new ideas, new things that are being released, let me know. We'll be glad to share that as well. Hey Doc, I wasn't gonna do it, but I gotta do it
You
because
gotta do put the sunglasses on.
gotta do it. Bam! Whoa! Yeah, because their wonderful future is so bright, Doc. Their future is so bright. Everybody's future is so bright. Matter of fact, I even scared my AI cameras moving around so much now. I love it. I love it. We got so excited. But ladies and gentlemen, your future is bright. Get to work. Get the help. Don't do it by yourself. Doc just talked about that, right, guys? I want you to go to our website, guys. I want you to do that as well. But if you got any problems doing that, get with me. I'll be glad to share that information as well. Hey, also, too, Doc, you're on social media real quick as well, right? People can follow you.
Yes. You can find me on LinkedIn at Dr. Janice R. Love. Yep. You can also find me on Facebook, Pearls Perfected with Dr. Janice R. Love. You can also find me on Instagram and check out my YouTube channel, which is Dr. Janice R. Love.
I love it. Well, great. Thank you so much, Doc. Hey, guys, I want you guys to share this out on your platforms, okay? Because our goal is to help individuals. We help 1 or 2 people today. I'm excited about that one. I don't care where you're at on the planet. Right now, it's about 8.6 billion people. 5.6 billion are on the internet right now, okay? 5.6 billion people are doing something on the internet right now, guys, around the globe. So I want you guys to share this out on all your social media platforms. I can't wait to put this on TikTok because I know they eat this stuff up, man. So hopefully you get a couple calls. I love it, for sure. Hey, Doc, we got to go. Hey, hold on, Doc, because I want to talk to you offline real quick. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate your time real quick. I want you to do this, guys, as my mentor would say, remember to always out-love, out-serve, and out-forgive each other, and know that Jesus is Lord, guys, okay? If you guys got any problems with that, you call me directly. Don't bother Doc with that. You call me, okay? Praise God. Well, thank you so much, Doc, for your time. Appreciate you so much. All right, everybody, take care. And you guys again, there's Doc's website, guys. Let me get over here. Oh, let me get over here. Get out the way here. There's the website. If you can get it there, pearlsperfectinginstitute.com for that. And we'll see you next time, guys. Don't forget to share this out. And we'll see you next time again on the Business Showcase with Kevin Vaughan. God bless everybody. Take care. See you later, guys. Don't forget to share this out. Okay.